Very good morning, participants. Uh, a very warm, I would say, a chill winter morning today, at least in the eastern part of India, uh, and also in most of the parts of the country, I'm sure. So it's my privilege to welcome you to today's webinar on navigating the evolving landscape of labor laws, compliance, and best practices. This is hosted by XLRI and VC Now. In today's dynamic business environment, as you would know, that understanding and adhering to labor laws is not just a legal necessity, but a strategic advantage also. The landscape of labor laws is continuously evolving, influenced by global trends, technological advancements, and social economic changes. As professionals, it is imperative to stay abreast of these changes to ensure compliance and foster a positive work environment. This webinar aims to delve into the complexities of modern labor laws, focusing on compliance requirements and best practices. We will explore the recent developments in labor legislation, their implications for business and employees, and strategies to effectively navigate these changes. Moreover, this session will also serve as an introduction to XLRI's 6-month executive development program in labor laws for managers. EDPLLM is one of the most successful live online program from XLRI led by Dr. P.K. Padhi, with active participation from HR and compliance professionals, individuals, corporates, and PSUs. This comprehensive program is designed to equip managers and HR professionals with in-depth knowledge and practical skills in labor law. Through this course, participants will gain a nuanced understanding of legal frameworks, dispute resolution, and compliance strategies essential for effective human resource management. We are extremely delighted to have Professor P.K. Padhi amidst us, who, despite his extremely busy schedule, has consented to address the webinar today. I would put forward the forum to Ms. Abhipsha Mohanty to welcome and introduce Dr. Padhi to the audience. We also have Tanmay also, who is from Dr. Padhi's team, who is also present here today. So as we proceed with today's session, I encourage you to engage actively, ask questions, and share your perspectives. Let's embark on the journey of learning and discovery together. Once Dr. Padhi finishes his webinar address, we will conduct a Q&A session to clarify all your doubts related to the topic and the program. Do keep your queries ready. So I'll put forward the forum to Abhipsha to take it forward from here.
Thank you, Pulakji, for your introduction. A very good, warm morning to all of you present here. I, Abhipsha Mohanty, on behalf of XLRI Jamshedpur, welcome you all to the webinar on XLRI's 6 months Executive Development Program for Labor Law for Managers 2024. It has become a regular aspect and part of XLRI Jamshedpur since 2017. And here we are with EDP LLM Batch 8. Now, I would like to introduce the living legend of labor law, none other than Dr. Professor P.K. Padhi sir, and who is also the director of this program. Professor P.K. Padhi joined XLRI Jamshedpur in 2002 and is working as a professor in the HRM area. Prior to 2002, he was a principal in Utkal University Law College in 1994 after completing his LLB, LLM, and PhD in law. To his credit, he has published 8 books and published more than 25 articles in national and international journals, and visited Dubai, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia for his teaching and training assignments. Professor Padhi is a trainer for almost all PSUs, namely NPCIL, NTPC, DVC, ISRO, RBI, SBI, Power Grid, IOCL, OIL, IOL, NHPC, HAL, and many more. Professor Padhi also conducts 5 days training program on labor laws for all Central Labor Commissioners, including ALC, RLC, and Deputy CLC of India, visited XLRI and stayed for a week for his training program. He also conducts open workshops in metro cities on contract management and contract labor management and the new labor codes through NHRDN Kolkata chapter, BDMA, etc. He also conducts training program for private companies as well, like Adani Group, Asian Paints, Mahindra Group, Reliance, ITC, Dr. Reddy, L&T, Shanvik Asia, Microsoft, Accenture, etc. He also provides consultancy in labor management, labor compliance, contract and contract labor management to many companies such as JSW, Moil, Reliance, L&T, Godrej, NPCIL, HZL, etc. He is an also advisor to the HR Federation of India and his interests are labor laws and contract management. I welcome you, sir, to proceed with the webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the participants and joining for this webinar. Before I start, please have a look one video and think on it. Yes, Mr. Navin Das. Will you agree with this proposition? Unmute, Navin. Nawal, will you agree with this proposition?
Yes, I do.
What we are doing in the organization? Whenever we are joining with any organization, our senior used to tell to do like this, like this, like this. But we do not know whether we are going in the right way or not. Because we do not have an opportunity to understand whatever my senior is telling or whatever my colleague is telling, is it the right path? Early morning, you are leaving your home to reach your workplace. You may be reaching by 9 or 9:30 or 10 o'clock and completing your assignment, and it will be too late to reach to your home. And if at all there is a holiday in between the Sunday or maybe Saturday, we all are engaged with our family because that is also another commitment. But in the meantime, we do not know what are the developments are going on. What is the new thought have been emerged? How to do the same thing in a different way. Hence, some amount of education is highly essential, or some amount of training is highly essential. Training is nothing but a power. And power that gives you the knowledge. Once you get the knowledge, and you will be self-confident. Thereby, you can tell your senior or the colleague what is the right way. And this is the idea of having this program. This is the objective of this program. Now, if at all I look, you have to buy the volume 2 for your safe lending. And I put you this book. Once you will be joining with this program, you are going to get this book, and that will be your major study material. It is only 1,000 pages and will tell you how to read and how to get the labor law according to your problem. Now, if at all I ask myself, I used to ask myself, why this program, labor law for managers? Then the answer could be, especially this course is designed for the HR manager. But somebody has said to me recently, there is no HR. We all are the managers. Now it is a people management. You may be in HR. You may be some other stream. But ultimately you are dealing with the people. Hence the new concept has been emerged. That is the people management. So when I look this one, what you are going to get out of this program, even though it is a 6 months, each Sunday, but it is not true. Sunday you are looking or you are seeing me in this platform. But the rest of the time, other 6 days you have to work. Otherwise, it will be very, very difficult for you to cope with this subject. What will be your takeaway? We'll tell you, read the law in between the lines. This is the first point we want to tell you. We can read the law just like a line. But I will tell you, the same line you have to read from a different perspective, maybe from the HRI. So this is the meaning of reading the law in between the lines. Not only lines, but in between the lines. All the HR manager, they might have read many times Industrial Dispute Act, which is one of the very, very important legislation and very tough to understand. But we'll put you in a different way. How to read Industrial Dispute Act through the banyan tree formula. And I assure you, not a single author in any of the book, they have given this thought that idea can be taught in the banyan tree formula. And this is XLRI. This is XLRI's intellectual property. And it will be shared to all our participants. Then what will be the next? Find out the correct law and provision to resolve the dispute. We all are working for the management. Management will not ask any theory. Management will not ask what do you mean by like this. Management will not ask you what is the Mahatma Gandhi's thought on labor jurisprudence. Management will ask you, this is my problem, and you give the solution to my problem. If not, especially in the private company, early morning there may be appointment, afternoon there may be a promotion, and in the evening there may be a termination. Because the management wants solution, not your dialogue, not your language. This is my problem, give the solution. And whatever the solution you will say, your management will ask you, show me the law. There you have to identify from this book, what is that law? What is the Supreme Court ruling? What is the new strategy? What is the best HR practice? And you'll give the solution. We'll tell you same words, how it can be interpreted, how it is interpreted by the Supreme Court, what the Supreme Court has said in this word. And this type of thought is not available in any of the law book, because the person, those who are writing the law, they are just telling what is the act and what the act speaks. But we'll tell you, this is the act, this is the line, but the Supreme Court in this case has said like that. And from there we'll take you to the good HR strategy or good HR practice to save your skin and to save the company. Thereafter, we all are comfortable with the act. Very few HR managers are reading the rules. And very few HR managers, they know about the forms. But what we'll do? For the best compliance, we'll give the idea how to read act followed by the rules, and which rule speaks about the which form. That is the compliance. And the best compliance will tell you what shall be the best compliance. Thereafter, we will be telling to you all the important Supreme Court ruling up to date. The Supreme Court in this case, in this year, has said like that. So accordingly, we have to do our business and we have to give the advice to our other fraternity. We have to help to the company so that the company will not commit any mistake. This is our takeaway. Now, what will be our pedagogy? The first point, let me tell you, it will be an online, no recording. Mark my language, no recording. And till now, you will not find out any recording from my side, because it will be taught by the professor in this studio. And it will be deliberated, because sometimes, once you read also this recording, you may not get the clear picture. And your understanding will be different. The context will be different. Hence, there will be no recording. Before you join, you think that you have to come to the class. No alternative. Of course, there may be 1 or 2 classes you can miss because due to some commitment. But 100% attendance we want from you so that you can learn and you can do and you can give the good return to the XLRI. So Sunday, 10:30 to 1:30. The next point, those who are joining with this program, we are dividing into different groups. And all the group will be headed by one senior person according to their profile. The idea is, whatever we are asking them to read, and whatever the problem we are giving to them, it will be the duty of the group leader to have a discussion. Other than the Sunday, maybe in the some evening. So there will be a deliberation among the group and it will be a good learning. That means we are not teaching only Sunday. We are teaching every day for 6 months. That means thereby, you will also learn from your senior. You will also learn from your colleague. The colleague will say, no, this is not the point. You are also having the book. He is also having the book. Same book. You can go to the website. You can find out the solution. There will be a deliberation. And that we want. That means it is not only Sunday. There may be 1 or 2 days you have to work for this class. This is the grouping. You will be continuously, you will be evaluated. I do not believe either midterm or end term. There may be a problem of the midterm or end term for you. You may be blackout. You may forget. But every day you will be evaluated. How you will be evaluated every day, I'll tell you. There may be few marks will be allotted for the class participation. I'll ask the question directly to you. And my 2 colleagues, they will be taking the feedback. And there may be, every day there may be 1 or 2 questions to you. And we'll allot you for 5 minutes. Respond. Maybe through WhatsApp, maybe through to my mail. And we'll see it, how you have understood it. Now there will be a continuous evaluation system. After that, there will be a midterm online. There will be a campus component. In the month of first week of September, the date will be notified to you and you have to come to the campus and you have to stay for 4 to 4 days. In the campus, what will be the campus component? End term examination will be held here only. And we'll give you the assignment. You'll get ready for it. And you'll give the presentation in front of the professors. And by evaluating you everyone, there will be a notification who are entitled to get the certificates for this program. So my dear friends, don't think that once you will pay, XLRI is going to get the certificate to you. No, it's a big no. You have to work. Not only work, you have to work very hard. I'll work, you'll work, all my colleagues will work, and accordingly, we'll see that this program again will have the big value for the next batch also. Now, when I said evaluation, what it constitutes? Please have a look, big pillar. And you have to climb the ladders. and you have to reach to the top. What will be our component? There will be WhatsApp assessment. All your WhatsApp number will be with us. We'll show you one question to you, MCQ. Your group leader will connect you. And whatever the feedback you are giving, your group leader will send the WhatsApp, which will be the correct option to us. By that process, we are evaluating. The second evaluation will be Kahoot. All of you may be knowing what is Kahoot. Hemant Sharma, you know what is Kahoot? Yes or no? Rahul? Sanjay Sharma, you know it? Kahoot?
You can unmute and speak.
You can unmute and speak. Yes or no?
No.
Have you seen Kaun Banega Karodpati? Amitabh Bachchan? Yes or no? That also no. Have you seen Kaun Banega Karodpati?
Yeah, I think everybody is
Sanjay?
on the
Yes.
chat saying yes.
Yes. Please try to mark. 3 or 4 persons are shortlisted. Amitabh Bachchan is asking one question. Who can give the correct answer in less time, fastest finger? He or she is invited to the hot chair. The same software we shall play. We'll be showing the question to you. Mobile will be with you. And all the question will be shown to you. Within 1 minute or maybe within 30 seconds, you have to click it. And it is an individual assessment. And who will be the first one? We are not going to declare Crorepati because we don't have the money. We'll declare Gyanpati. And that will be the credit also will be taken for the totality of the performance. Our third proposition would be cashless method. Small problems, maybe 6 to 10 lines, will give to you maybe in the Monday, and we shall ask you to give the solution. Deadline is Saturday. So then we'll evaluate in the Saturday evening. In the next day, Sunday, we'll discuss how to solve these issues. Which group they have done well, which is the worst, which is the medium, and like that. And what is the correct option? What is the correct answer? We shall discuss and we'll allot the mark. This is we are giving to you as a homework, cashless method. Then there will be a case study. We shall give you the case study to you. You read it, maybe for 2 weeks, and we'll give the deadline to you. And you have to give the answer to our case method, case study. There also, again, you will be evaluated. Apart from that, there will be a midterm, there will be an end term, there will be a class participation, there shall be a presentation. By that way, you will be evaluated. Now, somebody has said, HR manager without labor law, a dead combination. Look, these gentlemen, they are not read the labor law. Whenever the problem comes, he is moving this side, that side, upper, niche. And he does not know how to resolve the issues. And rightly it has been said, HR manager without labor law, a dead combination. Now, next proposition. Look, this gentleman. What are you doing? He has read this book and he has passed our EDP LLM, and he will be declared HR manager with labor law, a deadly combination. That means the end result of this program, it will be a deadly combination. You and the law, it will be a deadly combination. And you'll give a very good hand to the company, and you will be known that, yes, you know the subject. That's all. This is all about. I hope you got the idea before you join with the program, how it will be rigorous. And one of my students, he is also there. Pradeep Unikishna. Pradeep?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Yes. Which batch you are?
2020, sir. COVID batch.
COVID batch. That is 4 or 5?
4.
4. Can you say to all the intended participant to join with the program? Because what I'll say, it will not be correct. They must hear from the horse's mouth. Yes, Unikishna.
Definitely, sir. A very good morning to all the intended participants of this PDP LLM program. I was part of the 2020 batch, that is LLM 4 batch, and I was nominated. I work with Indian Oil, right? Presently, I am General Manager Indian Oil. At that time, I was a DGM with Indian Oil itself, and I was in the Western region. I was not handling employer relations at that time directly, but after completing this program, my boss, Dr. M.R. Das, was the one who pushed me to do this program. And after completing this program, he has also given me a direct role handling employer relations. Right now, I head employer relations for Southern region of marketing division in Indian Oil. And this program has been something that has helped me gain confidence in handling employer relations, because I have always been an HRD, L&D role ever since I joined Indian Oil in '99. So it's been almost 24 years. Out of that, more than 12 to 13 years I've been handling the HRD and L&D roles. And in between, I have had ER roles intermittently, but the confidence to handle labor laws and to head a region as Southern region has been instilled in me because of my undertaking this course of XLRI. And Dr. Padhi has been my guru, not only for those 6 months. The book that he has shown you was the book that we have got. And it still remains my Bible whenever I handle any tricky situation in my company. Somebody's message can't hear. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yeah, you are absolutely audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Check his
So, to the participants in this program on this Sunday, definitely I can tell you that although I said good about it, but it will need a lot of your effort. Means 6 months continuous every Sunday, 10:30 to 1:30 is an effort, but it's an effort that is worth its weight in gold. I can say that because I'm seeing the fruits of that effort that I did in 2020. Uh, it is not easy because, as Dr. Padhi said, he will be after you, and nothing better than that, I would say, because uh, I happened to top that batch. But believe me, it was no extra effort apart from the effort that I made on these Sundays. I attended each and every class. I did not miss even one class of Dr. Padhi. And only being attentive in class and following the book, that was all that was required. So if you're ready to make that commitment for 6 months every Sunday for 3 hours, I think that will be more than enough for you to sail through this course. Thank you so much for Dr. Padhi for giving me this opportunity to speak. It is indeed a privilege to be among all the HR professionals or the intended batch of HR who are here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Unikishna. It is a pleasure to see you here again.
Same, yes. Thank you.
Any clarification you want? Anyone?
So Dr. Padhi, with your kind permission, if you can, we will share a single slide for the program framework that we have for the benefit of
Yeah.
everyone. And after that, we can, possibly get into a Q&A. Pritish, can we?
Excuse me, can I?
Yes.
Okay. Just one sec. I will share. Pritish, I am sharing. Yeah, just. Okay. You have shared? Okay, fine. Yeah, you can make it full screen if you want. Yeah. So, let me just take you through the framework of the program for most of you who would not be aware about it and attending the webinar. So, the program is titled as Executive Development Program in Labor Law for Managers. In short, we call it EDP LLM, and this is the batch 8. We have already, 7 batches have been successfully delivered, and a long list of individuals who have passed out, is already there to network. The duration is 6 months program. Eligibility, of course, is any graduate from a recognized university and who holds a minimum 2 years of work experience can apply, and the application can be done online. The delivery mode is, it's basically you'll have live online sessions which you can access from your home or office, and there'll be a campus at the end of the session, right? At the end of the program, which means that during the fag end of the 6 months program, so there will be a 3-day campus orientation. The session timings would be Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So these are fixed schedule. This is a fixed schedule, and the only exception being that if there is a national holiday or any other thing, that would be taken care of. Currently, we are at the final stages of the application process, and our application last date is December 20. So within December 20, one has to apply in order to get selected and join the current cohort of batch 8, which starts in mid-January. So the program will start during mid-January. The application fee, while you apply online, it would be 30,000 plus 18% GST. And the overall program fee is, including this 30,000, is 1,50,000 rupees, which again can be paid in, installments. So, for detailed, once we finish this webinar, you'll be receiving a mail with all the relevant details, brochures. For those of you who have not received anything yet, so you'll receive the, communication, so that you also will get the link also to apply. We will also share you the numbers, the contact numbers, which you can note down. And Pritish, we can share the contact screen also. In the meantime, we will we will commence our Q&A. So any of you have queries and questions can raise hand and ask your question. You can unmute and speak. So we will try and answer the queries that you would have. In the meantime, you can just note down these numbers also. So anybody has...
Thank you so much, everyone. This is Ajnu. I was trying to ask a question just before this session. So can I start the question?
Go ahead, please, Ajna.
Thank you so much. I work in IT sector. So my question might be foolish, or sometimes it might be relevant also, but would like to hear the answer. So what I have heard and understood is the kind of labor law importance that is given in the manufacturing sector and the IT sector are different. And IT sector, because it comes in the special economic zone, mostly we work from the special economic zone. The labor laws are little more liberal compared to manufacturing sector. And is that true? And is it equally relevant for IT enabled sector as well, like manufacturing or other industries?
Let me tell you, Arjun?
Yes.
Arjun, the EDP LL7 top was
IT from
Infosys,
Infosys.
from Infosys. And only the Factories Act is not applicable to the IT and ITs. You just tell me, Arjun, are you not going to pay? Are you not going to receive the gratuity? Answer is yes. Whether your lady colleague will not get the maternity benefit, either manufacturing or IT, the answer is yes. Whether there is no PF deduction, yes. And only in the place of the Factories Act, you will be taught Shop and Establishment Act, or rest of the labor laws are applicable, because either IT or ITs, all are the industry. If at all you are taking the outsourced employees, maybe housekeeping, security or anything, either manufacturing or IT or ITs, XLRI Act is applicable. Only one difference. Factories Act is not required for the IT and ITs. And rest of the labor laws are applicable to the IT and ITs. Arjun, it is not your problem. There is a hangover for all the IT and IT people. They are thinking, we all are working in the cyberspace. How the law of the land will catch to us. You might have come across the recent judgment of the TCS. Like that. So these are the problems we are having, and it will be resolved. And last time, there is a huge number from the Infosys, and the top was one lady that is from Infosys. CRC Datta, Infosys. Lot of people are joining from consultancy, from the Infosys, from TCS, from Cognizant, because they know that except Factories Act, that is the manufacturing, what you said correctly, all the rest of the labor laws are applicable to the IT and ITs.
Thank you so much, sir.
Somebody has asked me, somebody has asked me on the chart, I am pursuing the ED HRM, whether this book shall be given. The answer is no to them. And one has asked me, 7th January is the XAT chart. Then how this program? Because that will be our inauguration day, 7th January, and we'll stick to it. And it will be an inauguration. And just only we'll talk to our students. One thing I would like to tell you, you may be the vice president of your company. You may be the general manager of your company. Once you are joining with this program, I am your teacher and you are my student. In between nothing, your designation will not be taken into account in any point of time. Are you clear? You are somebody there is a hangover that I am a vice president. Yes, sir, you are a vice president, no doubt of it, because many people are joining like that, general manager, vice president, director, all the things. But whenever they are joining to this course, I treat them, they are my students, and I am their teacher. Sometime I'll be speaking on the same volume, same stress. So must you, if at all you are joining, you must be sure that, of course, you are in the long distance, I cannot do anything physical, but in verbal, I'll speak something. For example, Naveen Das. Naveen Das, are you my student? Naveen Das? I am unmute. Naveen? Yes, okay. He telling yes. So he knows how the pedagogy. He knows everything. And he is a very, very senior, maybe more, maybe some AVP. CHRO. So like that, the people are joining like this teacher. And it is a very good learning. Those who are freshers, or maybe only 3 years, not freshers are not allowed, maybe 3 years, they will be working like the group CHRO. So by the process, it is not the Professor Padhi is telling something. By this style of pedagogy, he will also learn from the seniors. And which is not in Sunday, that is other than the Sunday. Whenever I will give some work, so definitely I'll keep only in the, I'll see that the group leader, if their group members are not doing well, then the task will be on group leader.
Yeah, I think we are having some
Any
break.
other?
Yes.
Uh,
We
uh,
could-
hello, so this is
Any
Kumar here.
clarification? It is not the question. It is not, you are not asking a question to me. Only rather we can use the word clarification.
Yeah, I just had one clarification, sir. So you definitely, explained the relevance of labor law for the IT sector with the example Infosys TCS. Another challenge that I'm facing is on the startup and SME side. Like, we were supposed to comply with some labor laws, and I was trying to do that, but we were told that, nothing actually applies to startups. Why are you even bothered about it? So I wanted to, see the relevance of learning so much in this course because I intend to continue in the startup segment. I just wanted some clarifications here.
Okay. Rao, Kumuda Rao. I want to tell you only one line. For any startup, are you not taking the registration? That is the labor law. Because the labor law will speak you, then you have to go for the registration by applying to certain officers, and this is the format, standardized format. You have to apply for the registration. First, labor law. Start. Second, even though it is a startup, are you taking the help of outsourced employee? Maybe 5 or 6, maybe 10 XLRI Act comes to the applicability. Of course, not as a whole. If at all you are in South India, where it is Karnataka, it is 20.
20.
Karnataka, it is a 20.
Telangana 5.
Telangana 5. Like that, we'll tell you now the Contract Labor Regulation Abolition Act, it is a labor law, it is applicable. If a lady is working, either it is a startup, whether she will not get the maternity benefit? Yes. Even though it is a startup, whether gratuity will not be paid at the separation? Yes. Whether PF will not be deducted? Yes. Sometimes you will also terminate your own employee due to non-performance. Labor law come. You may have to take the disciplinary action. Here the labor law comes. If at all he met with an accident while coming or going back, here is the labor law, it comes to the picture. Let me tell you, nothing moves in this country without law. And when you are working with any of the organization, yes. Further clarification, Rao? Rao, I hope, Kumuda.
Okay, so just one more clarification. So, are we supposed to learn some more, the laws that are applicable to our industry? Like, it could be the code of conduct that is required. It could be on the security aspect of it, what we do at work. Or, it could be as simple as the assets that we manage. It could be laptop and the smartphones where, there is a data threats as well. Are we going to learn these things as part of this course, or it's going to be?
See, no, because your policy may be different to other companies' policy. Code of conduct is nothing but a designed policy of your company.
Right.
Your policy may be different with Sanjay Sharma working in a, that is your internal thing. If at all, by that process, we'll tell you, if your policy is going against the law, such policy will be declared null and void. For example, your policy will say X. Law speaks X and X. And you are giving less benefit to your employee. Law said you have to keep this one. So there your policy will be declared null and void. Even though you have not written in the policy, if the law speaks like that, by default, it will be the policy of your company. Either you have written or not written. Okay.
Hello, sir. I have a question. I'm Nandini Vijayasima from Bangalore. So our company was a startup a few years back, but now we have grown to 250 employees in Bangalore, and we have 250 employees across India. So we started off with our PF deduction, PF basic as 15,000 because we were a small company, and now we continue to have that. But then we want to give them an option of employees to put voluntary provident fund, how much ever they want. But I understand we cannot do it beyond 100% of basic. Is that right?
See, this is a question you are asking from the level law. And
Yes.
this could be discussed when you'll be joining. Because this is not a clarification of, and it is a direct question.
Okay.
And these type of things we'll be discussing in the class.
Okay. Got it.
These type of things we'll be discussing in the class. The relevant, your question is very, very relevant. Please ask about this, the program. Don't ask, please. This is my problem, this is your problem, and whether this type of situation can be handled or not. I'll say, yes, we are going to take also the PF. Let me tell you, I can tell you, our PF will be from our faculty, which will be supported by one of the very, very senior guy from the Reliance, senior vice president, who will give you the practicality of the PF. And he will be with you for 1 day, along with me. So that means we are inviting the best practitioner also to our studio. Urpi, I think I have seen him. Urpi, you are in which program with me?
Well, last year we did a certification program.
Which company?
I'm from Varun Beverages.
Okay. NHRD.
Yeah.
Yes. You can speak, you can say to all the intendant how the program, even though it was a tailor-made program for NHRD.
Yes.
You can say.
No,
Why should I say? You say, please.
It was a very wonderful program, in fact. So, though it was for a very short duration, but we have learned a lot.
Yeah, it was for 18 hours. It was only for 18 hours, I believe.
Yes.
18 hours.
But during that 18 hours, it says that like 18 hours, but it was for 1.5 months, a study for all of us, whosoever was there in that batch. And we learned a lot, and there were a lot of activities, lot of homework was given to us, and lot of discussion among us, and then the assignments were there, the pressure was there, the target was there. So we learned a lot, and it was a very wonderful program. And I hope that this will be also a very great and very good program for all of us. And I'll see my availability also and this thing, and then enroll into it.
Thank you, Urpi. And after receiving the information, we got an opportunity to see you again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Dr. Padhi,
Yeah, Raman, you want to say something?
Yes, Raman can start.
Sorry. Can I go ahead?
Yes, you can go ahead.
So first of all, I'm so glad that I could see you, second time here live, because I was your student. You might not remember, in 2009 in a EMPD batch on campus, and you have lasted a lasting impression on me. And I was from the army, so labor law was not my forte, but you got me so interested into that I have got this book still with me from you.
Oh,
so
yes. The past edition.
Yes, sir. So I still remember I asked you one question, that Industrial Dispute Act Section 2 JKS, how do I remember it? And you asked me, where are you from? I said, Jammu Kashmir. And you said JK is Jammu Kashmir, so remember it like that, JKS. Right. So, one thing I don't have a question, but one thing I can, assure the audience here that, and in Professor Padhi, I have not seen a better professor of legal compliances, labor law in India so far. I have attended many courses so far. I'm around 21 years and I'm leading HR for APAC for Honeywell, sir. And all thanks to you that it is still throwing me through. And the second misconception about that, if you are not working for a factory or in a kind of a manufacturing setup, that the labor laws you should not be aware about. I think in times to come, the labor law specialists will become more and more an unique commodity, and they will be sought after more than the HR generalists, because not many people are interested in this, but everybody needs it. So like you said, if I have I can have an issue in my company, even if I'm a technology company, software company, labor, it's not that the word labor, employees, except, right? So I think I will highly recommend anybody who is able to go, and Dr. Padhi is an institution. I mean, he's a treat to watch, and he will remember. You don't need to do homework. You'll remember everything in the class. Right? So thank you very much, sir. That's all I wanted to just say hello to you, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, where are you now at present?
Sir, I work for Honeywell, International. I am leading HR I'm the HR director for APAC Asia Pacific, and I'm based out in Pune right now.
Oh, great. So whenever I'll go to Pune, definitely I'll give a call to you, Raman.
Absolutely, sir. It'll be a great pleasure to meet you in person. Look forward, sir.
Thank you, Raman, for coming.
We can go to Sasmita.
Yeah, Sasmita.
Sasmita, you can unmute and speak. Adnan, can you check?
Sasmita Maharana, I think. Maharana. Yes, Sasmita. Okay.
We can move to next.
Next.
Karthikeyan, right?
Karthik.
Yes,
Karthikeyan.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. So my question is that whether in this course all the basic, all the laws, rules, regulations, forms, everything will be discussed in from the basic level itself, or it will be some mid-level onwards?
See, we'll start from the basic and immediately we'll jump to middle, and after that few days we'll go to the top, because within few days you'll not be in the basic, because your group member will take you to the middle level. Within a month, it is the duty of the group to take you in the middle. So from middle, I'll take you to the top. It will start from the basic to everyone. From the day one, I'll believe that nobody knows anything. Then I'll start my pillar. And after 1 month, I'll take to all the group leader what you did tell me. After that, you will feel that you know. Then you will be taken to the middle. And again, after 1 or 2 months, you will be with the top leaders.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sasmita, I think she is...
Hello, to whom you are telling the top leaders? Tell me. He may be the general manager, he may be the vice president of HR, he may be the director of the HR. But whenever you will start, you will see that I'll catch all the seniors, and you will feel that they also don't know like you. What is the problem? So I'll take from very beginning to all. Mukesh?
Hello.
Mukesh? Yeah, Sasmita.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for this. And sir, I have a very small clarification. I work for a consulting firm. So we kind of engage with HR leaders to give them benefit structures for employees. And I believe, sir, I mean, this is my firm belief, and hence I wanted to join this program. My firm belief is, when I know this program, when I know this labor laws, I'll be able to frame them a better way, the benefits that must be, allowed for employees, and then I can evaluate it in a better way. How do you read this, sir? How it will help me giving better, recommendation to my clients who are majorly HRs, CHROs of the company, to build in their employee benefit structure?
When I look at a consultancy firm like E&Y, or maybe KPMG, or maybe PwC, whenever they are getting some work from the different companies, what they are doing, they are having the checklist in their hand. They are coming to the working place. They are asking, have you done it? Yes. Have you not done? Cross. But if the question will be asked to the consultant, either KPMG and EY or maybe PwC, I have not done it. Can you give any strategy how to do it? It is zero. Even though you are engaging E&Y, KPMG, or any other HR, but you should know whether they are doing correctly or incorrectly. I must know whatever the task I have given to some of the person or some of the other agency, are they in the right track or not? Or will be blind? If at all we are believing them, they may not be knowing they are not in the right track. You may be losing your goodwill. And not only that, once you lose your goodwill, ultimately it will be just like a fire, and all their message will go to other company. Sometimes it will hamper to your business.
Thanks a lot, sir. That helps.
So here is also people, they are also joining, like KPMG, E&Y, PwC, people are joining. And you will be happy to know that some of the advocates firm people also they are joining. Law firm. They are joining. Because they have to take also the compliance. Because they should understand how to read the rules and the connect with the firms.
Perfect.
So now, okay, this is. So one thing, if at all you are thinking that it is a very easy going, don't join with this program.
Sir, with your due...
If at all you are thinking...
Yeah. So with your due permission, since a few of them had a query on the construct of the curriculum, can we show them the curriculum once? I will share the curriculum structure.
Okay, you share.
Pritesh, please share. You have to scroll down. Yeah. Starts with, introduction to law. And then we move on to the constitution and labor laws. Can you go down? Further down, point number 3. Yeah. Law of welfare of working conditions is the, third module, wherein, the Shop and Establishment Act and everything is being discussed. Then the 4th module is law of industrial relations. Then you have law of wages. And then you have social security legislations. And then 7, sexual harassment of women at workplace. Then the new labor and industrial law codes will be discussed. And so the framework is this is the design of the program. But what we have seen that Dr. Padhi actually, also picks up topics within the discussions, and he, of course, discusses specific cases also, and make the program very, very engaging. So this was just a snapshot for you. But yes, you can reach out to the counselors. They will guide you with the, proper information with the brochure and everything that you have. So I think we'll go back to the questions. Few of them still have some raised hands. Pitambar, you can ask your query.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Padhi. The content and intent is very crystal. But I'm in the manufacturing sector, sir. And now as the labor law is now in the reform mode, like, in the form of these courts. So, and it will largely impact on our unforeseen compliances and the industry relations process. So, since the course is already designed, it is already tailor-made, so how we are going to we can visualize that unforeseen compliances which may come after this implementation of the. So whether we are covering this content, yeah.
Yes, listen.
Yes, sir.
We are
yeah.
also we are discussing also the 4 codes. What is the new labor code? Let me tell you, very, very small way. Same bottle, but different colors. Because if at all we are dealing with the Industrial Dispute Act, there will be 20% over and above some new thought. That also we are telling in the class. This is the Industrial Dispute Act, and this line will be added whenever the new IR code will be implemented. Once you know how to read the labor law, then even though the new labor code will come, there will be no problem to you. And only 20% deviation of the ID Act. Gratuity, cut and paste, no change. New concept, gig economy, that also we are dealing with. Gig and platform worker, that also. And what is that moon recently come? Moonlighting. Moonlighting. It is not in our course structure, that also we'll be discussing in the class. Employment bond, we are discussing in the class. Non-competing clause, we are discussing in the class. Coaching, we are discussing in the class. Because these are the all HR strategy, and we are also discussing that point. Because whatever the course Pulakji has shown you, this is a broad line. And while discussing, we are going beyond it.
I think one thing I can vouch and say that we are handling many programs, but in most of the programs we have seen that we always keep to the limit of the course itself. But I've seen Dr. Padhi to go beyond it. And many a times, there are a lot of things which are out of the scope of the program, but he feels that it is very important and it is very relevant to the current context. So he will not hesitate to take it and take you forward. So I think you can expect a lot of, kind of energy, aggression into the program.
For example, work from home. That also we are discussing. Work from home. Is there any rules and regulation in India? And we are incorporating from outside India. Then many companies are making the policy on that line. What should be the best HR practice for the work from home? That also we are discussing in the classroom, which is not there in our broad line. So again, I will tell, because only one line I will tell. If you are really interested to join, you must think that you will work hard. Number one. Number two, don't take very easy going. Number three, if it is not so much warranted, don't miss the class. Number four, be sincere and give your inputs in the group activity. So this is known as introspection. You know yourself what you know. So like that. And once you are in this program, you will not be spared.
So just
and we'll tell you what is the campus component debt. So accordingly, from the day one, you have to make your travel plan. And you will communicate to your senior or colleague that during this time, you will be coming to XLRI.
Yes, and just to share with all of you that the previous batch, which has completed recently, had more than 100 students, and most of them have, cleared. So while Professor Padhi says that you have to put in your dedication, he will also make sure that you put in your dedication. And he also ensures that, nearing all of them, pass out with the completion certificate. That's very, very important. And so that's the level of dedication from the participant side also, and from the professors and team side also as well. We yet had 2 or 3 people to have questions. I think one Mukesh was trying to speak. He was smiling for a long time. We left him possibly.
Yeah, Mukesh is from Adani, I think. Mukesh, do you have any?
No, there is no such any question. Sir, there is no such any question clarification. But one thing just I wanted to tell here, because our previous batch from Adani, from different businesses of Adani, they've already get through this program. And before I get into this program, I've been told, think twice before getting into this program. And I was mentally prepared. Why? Because I'm lucky enough to chosen in the entire group for this particular batch. Okay, because there are certain criteria to get into this program from the different PU. So I am currently part of Adani Airport business, and the very senior colleagues from Adani, they have already attended this program, and he was sharing his experience after completion this program. He was sharing his experience, saying that though I am heading HR, I have some 26 plus experience, and I was under impression like I know everything. But after getting into this program and coming out, then I realized yes, I was I started from the zero, and I was actually there as a student and learned as a student. Then that's how my capability is built up. So now, and I'm much confident I can handle any kind of situation after this program. So he was emphasizing us and my other colleagues as well for this particular program. Be sincere, be attentive, and give your full attendance, as you rightly said. And it's not simple, easy going, as you rightly said. And so, before getting to in this program, I have already mentally prepared and definitely will give 200%. It's commitment.
Great. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mukesh.
Pranya, if I'm spelling right, Pranya Parker.
Good morning. My name is Pradnya.
Pranya. Okay, fine. Please go ahead.
Just it was a very interactive and very nice, informative session from Professor Padhi. And I just had one clarification to ask regarding this course. Basically, I have done my master's from this MILS, that is Master of Labor Studies from Maharashtra Institute of Labor Studies, as well as I have done my LLB. So since going through your profile, I mean this course, basically the contents, I also would like to know what will be the value addition for this particular course to me specifically, since I have done these two courses. That is my one basic clarification which I would like to understand from you.
What can I say? Because you are having better degree than my degree.
No, absolutely. But I believe learning is a continuous process. So definitely,
yes,
there is
I do agree. That I do agree. Only because I cannot say too much, but only I can say only one line. You can better understand. Few professors of very renowned institution, they have also done the same education what you had, and after that they joined in the last year and they said, sir, we are confident how to teach our management student. In the classroom teaching and our teaching will be totally different. I was the principal of Utkal University. I used to deal with the labor law. But whenever I came to XLRI and working with many companies, of course, I am not at the payroll of any company. Let me tell you, but I work with Adani, I work with JSW, I work with Reliance, I work with Hindustan Zinc, I am working with NTPC. So all the actual problem I am putting to my labor law and I will tell to you. The same line I am reading, same line you are reading, and now you look, what is the difference in the practical situation? In the classroom, nobody are teaching what is the rules. Nobody is telling to us what is the form for the compliance.
Thanks.
And what is the best practice. Nobody is teaching in the educational institution. Because XLRI, we all work with the we work with the company. We know what is the problem of the company. It is not like reading the labor law. It will be value added. That's all.
Right, sir. Because even I have around 20 years of experience. I've been working in a pharma company, but in spite of having this education, we are still struggling in the interpretation of the law. Sometimes how to tackle with the practical situations. So these are some of the problems which we also face. in day-to-day life, and that's the reason I was curious about this course. Yeah, thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah, it will be value added.
Yeah. I think
one line.
Practical approach of things, this program will be much more relevant because Dr. Padhi focuses on real-time scenarios, and he will bring in a lot of insightful kind of discussions, conversations around situations prevailing in organizations and how it has been dealt with. So I think it gives you a real rounded example of how things have happened and how it has been countered at various situations. So I think the examples are one of the key high points of the program. Even I have attended few of his lectures, so I find it very interesting, although I'm not from the law field at all, or neither from HR. But I think even for a commoner, it gives a lot of interest in the subject that he deals with. So I'm sure that will also give you some rounded perspective beyond your formal education that you have.
Okay. Now it is a time for anything. We'll close it.
I think, any further queries that you have, you definitely can write back to the, contact details that we have shared with you, and we'll try to answer that. Pritish will share the contact details once again. We are already at about 12:25, despite his extremely busy schedule, Professor Padhi has been traveling extensively. I know he has come back possibly yesterday only. He's back from his tours, and I think he agreed to take this session today, although he was very much engaged. So I would like to thank Professor Padhi for giving this opportunity to the entire audience to hear him out. And Abhipsha, Tanmay, thank you for your time. So any further queries that you have, please write us at this email ID, pritesh.mondal@vcnow.in, and we will come back to you with the answers. And also note down the contact details for any queries that you have. Please reach out to us. And thank you all the audience for sparing your Sunday for this session. I'm sure this has been a kind of insightful, kind of information session for you. And thank you again, and have a nice Sunday.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you,
everyone.